Philosophers talk to our times towards an ethnography of a self-poisoning mind. One of the really noticeable things that has happened with the eco-protest movement is that bit of it that has not just gone over to protesting about Palestine has got caught up with the idea of forming communities and a society that is robust enough to survive an ecological Armageddon that will make this year seem straightforward and simple. An Armageddon that, unless we remember the terror of this year and its endless heat and use it to help us, to enable us to vote for government and are able, let's put it that way, to vote for governments that can actively avoid the petrochemical dollar and actually change the world so that we are not fated to live through more years, hotter years than this, year on year. The answer, all the old rebels would say, is community. We must live in some sort of self-supporting communities, off-grid, survive. Well, maybe. But for me, having spent my entire adult life one way or t'other in shared houses, I tend to think that communities are never an answer to anything. Merely they're a petri dish for a problem. They allow you to define what the problem is in a relatively straightforward way. They challenge you constantly to renegotiate how you understand who and what you are in the context of people who you are living with, you're being together, you're working with, all of which I've done. It is flip difficult. I could give you rules for one of my many rules for communities is that people have to have their own space. They have to be able to bugger off. More than that, communities have to be able to fall apart. When people can't bear it, they have to be able to leave and perhaps come back together. Communities then don't work locked in the mountains. Then you'll just go into 17th century Europe, into the history of Middle, that village in Shropshire that in the 17th century had about 5 or 6 murders in a small village in the lifetime of one author. And he just said that as normal. Why? People couldn't easily escape. They were stuck there in their loathing. And so to understand what it is to live in a community is to understand the community is the problem, not the answer. And that is what you have to understand, you have to think about. How you're going to research how you can change what you are within the context of a community and create communities flexible enough to survive.